What's going on, YouTube? We're back in action here, and getting back to work. Got a little bit of driving to do today, and I figured I'd show you guys some live driving going down up here in Wisconsin, and see if take you guys along on a ride along today. I don't really do a whole lot of that. I used to do some of that stuff. What's going on, Andre? I had a nice little... How's the audio? Can you guys hear me pretty good? I got my external microphone plugged in. I don't know if you guys can hear me pretty good. I appreciate that, Fred. Good audio, good audio. That's good. Wait for this car to... Oh, you're turning. Okay. Well, that would have been nice if you would have turned your signal on a while ago, buddy. Audio is awesome. Appreciate that. So hopefully it's not too shaky. It's an old truck and she's got her issues, but I just had the full suspension replaced not too long ago, so shouldn't be too horrible. I'm up in Abbotsford, Wisconsin, which is a bit north of Green Bay, up here in the boonies. And come on, man, let's go. I'm on my way down to Plymouth, Wisconsin today. I got a load to pick up tomorrow. Getting on Wisconsin 29 East. You run Wisconsin a lot lately? No, only because I was taking some time off up here, and the only way I could get up here to take time off was to take some loads up here. I had one load that I delivered to Eagan, Minnesota, and then I deadheaded up to Rice Lake after that. It's a beautiful day today for driving. A little bit windy today, but other than that, it's pretty good. So I had some good time with the family and all that kind of stuff. I've got a lot going on this weekend. I got one truck that's in the shop right now, and I've got another truck that is going into the shop Monday for driver's side door. Driver's door got messed up, so I got to put that in the shop because of that. The other one, the alignment was all screwed up. Bad audio now. Okay, well, it's loud in here, so that's trucking, I guess. Audio was good before I started, so I don't know. How about now? How about now? Sounds broken up. Yeah, that's great. Hold on a second here. Dynamite the woodshed. Well, got whipped by the wind, and that was a problem. This will probably get deleted later if it's really bad. But Dynomat. Oh, yeah. You can get that sound barrier, soundproofing hush mat. That's what they call it, hush mat. That stuff's expensive, man. The only time it would make sense to do that is if you're going to gut the interior and redo the interior of the truck. Then you would go ahead and put that hush mat in there. But the newer trucks are a lot quieter than this one is. Not as expensive as, you know. I'm just reading these as I look at my gauges and stuff, because the phone's right at eye level pretty much. So anyway, I'm headed down to Springfield, Missouri once I pick up this load tomorrow morning. So I'm on my way to Plymouth, Wisconsin, and then I will be picking up a load there in the morning. Taking that down to Moberly, Missouri, which is near St. Louis, and then I got a deadhead to Springfield to park this truck and grab the new one. Then we've got all kinds of logistics to work out on that, because I'm going to put one driver that's been with me a while, I'm going to put him in the new truck, and then I'm going to fly out our new driver to Houston, and you know, I got to figure all that out. That's some goofiness that has to go on there. And I still haven't been home since March 10th or 11th, something like that. So I got to work in some home time here next month, which is, you know, in a few days. Next month is just coming up in a few days, but I got to try. Once we get all 5 trucks running, once we get all 5 of the trucks running for a good couple weeks, then I can head to the house once everything's stabilized again, because every time you add a truck to your fleet, it makes things a little bit crazy for a couple weeks, because you've got you know, you got another truck note, you've got insurance and the plates and all that kind of stuff, the graphics you got to pay for, and you got the new driver you got to put through orientation, basically, which over here it's not bad. It's pretty. Our orientation process is pretty quick, so it's not bad at all. I appreciate everybody that leaves a comment, but I'm not really doing a Q&A right now, because you're not supposed to be reading anything while you're driving, and I'm not, so I'm just talking. And if you guys have questions, you can leave them in the comment section later, or shoot me a message on Facebook or something later, and I'll get to those later. But just enjoy the scenery today, and the weather is nice, so that's good. It's been pretty crappy for a while out here with the winter barely being done. I thought 6 weeks was a long time. Yeah, I mean, it is. You know, 6 weeks is a long time, but this is what a lot of people don't understand when you're actually trying to build a business. You've got to stay out longer, at least with the freight that we have. If you want to make that consistent revenue and you want to actually build something bigger, you got to stay out longer. You got to stack up more money, and especially if you want to run nicer equipment. I mean, sure, if I wanted to run a bunch of old beat up trucks that didn't have a truck note, then yeah, I mean, I could probably be home all the time, but we actually prefer to run some decent equipment here that's not falling apart every 2 seconds. You know, my trucks go to the shops like anybody else's do, but it's not every freaking day that they're in the shop. You know, my trucks will run a couple months or so before they need to go into the shop. You know, we get the preventative maintenance done and all that. But sure, you know, if I wanted to be home every week or every 2 weeks, yeah, we could run some really old trucks, and we could probably figure out a way to make that happen. But when you want to have newer equipment, you got to make those payments. And if you're paying $3,000 a month per truck, well, you got to have the revenue to cover that. So the truck's got to stay out on the road making money to cover all that. And then once those trucks are paid off, you get a good couple years of solid profit on them, and then you flip them and you buy some more new trucks. So a couple years from now, once the titles for these trucks start coming in, that's when stuff's really going to get real as far as money goes. Because when you've got multiple trucks that are paid off, generating that large amount of cash flow every week, that's when you really start making the real money. And that's a ways out. That doesn't happen overnight, and a lot of people will tell you, oh, well, you should just go buy a $10,000 truck and run that, and then what? Because you buy a $10,000 truck, now you got to put $30,000 worth of maintenance money into it. It's the same difference. You still got to run your ass off. Now you're running your ass off to pay maintenance bills instead of truck notes. So it's the same difference. And then people give themselves a false. They get into that false positive that Matt Monero talks about, where they think they're making more money than they are because they don't have a truck note. It's like, just because you don't have a truck note doesn't mean you're making more money. You actually have to run. Anyway, oh Lord, I got drivers messaging me, so I'll probably have to make a phone call here in a bit. I got one of my drivers sending me a message, so I'll figure out what's going on there and handle that. So duty calls, business calls. I read You Need More Money in One Day. Such a great book. It really is a good book. Once again, I apologize if the audio sucks. I tried to mitigate that with my lapel microphone, but I don't know if that actually helped anything or not. So, but I'm gonna make a phone call here, so I'll next video leave some questions here if you have any, if you guys are watching this on the replay, and I'll try to answer those in our next video or podcast. But that was a big ass turkey in the road. Y'all see that? It's a turkey. But I gotta make a phone call, so next video will more than likely be me picking up truck number 5. I just wanted to do a quick live feed today and show you guys where I'm running, all that kind of stuff. But appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and hey, there's a button down there that says subscribe on it. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, I mean, don't know how you found the channel, but if I did something like that, it would be to help you figure out what it is you need to do on your own, because I'm not going to tell somebody what they should do, but I can give you an idea. Maybe I can help give you some clarity on what decisions, what options you have and then you just got to pick one. But with that being said, I gotta go. I gotta handle this real quick. So, and maybe I'll do some more up there on the windshield. But if you guys like this kind of video, let me know, and I can do this again. So, anyways, that being said, take care. I gotta go. Try not to die.